Hello students, welcome back to our computer class. Hope you all are fine, enjoying your online sessions. Good. In the last session, we have completed about query. What do you mean by query? Query is a simple question or a basic tool for retrieving the information from our database. And we have learned how to create a query, how to save a query, and how to run a query. And we have learned what do you mean by criteria. Criteria are the conditions that identify the records you want to find. And using wildcards in the query, that is wildcards are symbols that represent any character or combination of the characters, that is asterisk and question mark. Today we are going to see about compound criteria, operators, sort, hide, delete a field, and a new object report. So first, using the compound criteria. If more than one criterion might be available to satisfy the data you are searching is called compound criteria. That is, first is and second is all criterion. And criterion, each individual criterion must be true in order for the compound criteria to be true. And second is all criterion is true provided either of the individual criteria is true. Either of the criterion is true, then it is all criterion. Whereas both, each individual criteria must be true in order for the compound criteria to be true. This is and criterion. And the operators. So, if you want something other than the exact match, you can specify the ranges of values by using the comparison operators. That is greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. These are the symbols which are used by creating the query. Sorting data in query. Sorting can be very important in queries. If you are sorting on more than one field, the more important field is called the major key, which is also called the primary sort key. Next, the less important field is called the minor key, which is also called the secondary sort key. That is, the less important field is called the minor key, which is also called as secondary sort key. And how to delete or hide a field in a query. You can delete an unwanted field from your query, whereas you can hide a field without removing it from the query grid. You can select the column in the grid and you can delete or you can hide. Hide means you can uncheck the field that we can hide in a query. So what do you mean by report? This is the main important object in Access. What do you mean by report? A report is a database object used to display data from a query and or table in an appealing way. That is, a report is an effective way to organize and summarize the data to view and print. Reports are specially designed to be printed. Reports are specially designed to be printed. Reports are divided into different sections. What are the different sections? When you open the report, you can see the design view. So first main part, that is the report header. It will be a name of the report. It is known as report header. This section contains the information that generally appears on the cover page. On the cover page, such as logo, title, or a data. Report header generally appears on the first page of the report. And next is page header. The portion of the top of the report is called page header. Below the report header, the page header will be there. And below the page header, detail lines. Detail lines, this section makes up the main body of the report. The detail lines, which are the lines that are printed for each record, contain only those fields you specify and in the order you specify. This section is the main body of the report. Next is record source. The tables or queries that provide the underlying data are also known as the record source of the report. And after that, page footer will be there. Page footer is printed at the end of every page. Below that will be the report footer. Report footer is displayed at the end of the entire report. So these are the sections, that is components of reports. Next, how to create a simple report using report tool. We can create a report using the report tool. That is, report tool is a simple tool as it generates a report immediately without prompting you further information. When you create a table and when you click on the report, the same report will be generated immediately without prompting you for any information. And second is how to create a blank report. In blank report we can specify the fields. Whichever you want, you can select the fields to print the report. That is, blank report is a quick way to build a report if you want to put only a few fields on your report. Hello students, can you see my students details database? This is the student details table and this is the activity table. So now I will show you how to use the and all criteria. Click on the create. Click on the query design. I am choosing the student details. Click on add. I am using two tables, student details as well as activity details. Click on the close button of the show table. From student details, I am choosing student ID. Double click or you can drag. I am taking standard and I am taking transportation, fees, student ID, student name, standard and fees. I took this from student details table, whereas transportation I took from activity details table. Now I am showing you how to sort the student details names. Click on this and click on the ascending. The names in the student details, the names will be arranged in ascending order. Can we see? Click on the run. The names will be alphabetically sorted. Okay. Now go back, click on the view and design view. Unclick. Okay. Now next option I will show you. I want to see standard only of 8th standard. Then only the 8th standard students we can see. Now I want to see 8th as well as 9th. 8th as well as 9th. Both means 2 we are using. 8th as well as 9th standard students we are seeing here. Next criteria I am using. I want the students starting with the alphabet A. A star. Then only the students, the names starting with the A alphabet, the names will be displayed here. And see, the standard is 8th, 9th and 7th. All the 3 class students are there. Now, I want to see only the first letter should be A and the standard must be only 8th. Okay, I want only the 8th standard students. So what I will change, A star and the standard will be 8th. Click on the done. Only the 8th standard students will be displayed. So whatever the query might be there, you have to design in such a way. Is it easy, students? Yes. Next condition is operator. Now, fees. When you click here, you can see the fees of the students. 2000, 2500, 4000, 2500, 2000, 4000 something. But I want to see the fees above 2500. Above 2500. For this, I can use criteria greater than 2500. More than 2500, I can see the fees. If you want to use equal to, greater than equal to, then the fees 2500 will be there. Okay? Is it easy? Yes. Now you can delete if you want. I don't want to see the standard this, or I don't want to see the transportation. You can click here and you can delete the column. And if you want, you can hide it. You can cut it or you can hide the column. Next one I will show you how to create a report. And this query, whichever you have created, if you want to save it, you can save with the option save option. If you save it, it will be saved here. Now I don't want to save it. Close it. No. Now I want to create a report. I want to create a report with using the report tool. Click on the report by default. One second, I'll show you again. See, the highlighted table is student details. The highlighted table is student details by default. So when you click on the create, click on the create button and report. By default, the clicked one table report will be displayed here. It generates a report immediately without prompting you for the information. And as I told you that student details is the report header. And student ID, student name, standard, division, father's name. These are the page header. These are the fields. And this is the page footer. And you can, if you want, you can click on the home page. You can take the printout. Okay? Yes. Before printing, you can see the print preview option. See here in a page how it looks. The records are very less, so it is only one page. And same thing, you can use portrait or landscape. When you click on the landscape, these are the options. When you click on the portrait, the father's name, it is not visible. Only the 4 columns are visible. When you click on the landscape, more columns are visible. Click on the margins, anything, top, bottom, you can select. Okay, now close the print view. If you want to save, you can save the report. Students details report. Okay? Yes. Now close it. Now again I want to create a report using blank report. Means how to create a report using the blank report. This is the blank report where nothing is there. You can see the field list. You can see the field list in the right side. When you click on this, show tables, these tables we can see here. When you click on the student details, these are the field names which you want to take. You can double click. Student ID. You want student name. You want standard. In activities, I want to take activity. I want to take mobile number. These columns I want to take a printout or I want to generate a report. If you want, you can click on the layout view. These are the fields and this is the so you can design your reports from scratch by using either layout view or design view. However, layout view is much easier to work with because it resembles the actual appearance of the report very more closely. The default size of the letter must be letter size, which is 8.5 inches into 11 inches. I'll show you when you click on the view button, design view, this is the design, that is page header and the detail and the page footer. So now all the 4 objects in Access is completed. If you want, you can save, otherwise no. Now you can see the options, the logos. the table. The icon of the table is this, whereas the query icon is double, square, rectangle, square, and the student details entry, that is form. Form is light pink and the report is green. So you can see the icons of different table, query, form. You should be known about these icons. So all the four objects in Access are in different logos. So we come to know the entire MS Access is about creating a table, creating the different objects like forms, queries and report. I hope this was clear and all those were easy topics for you. Hope you all are enjoying, and who are having the laptop or desktop can do the practice of MS Access. Okay, students, we'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye. Thank you.